In the winter of 1944, Allied intelligence seemed to be asleep. By mid-September, the Western Allies had felt imminent victory in their hands. Flushed with their great victories of the summer, the enemy having fled behind his own borders and the Reich tottering to its knees, the Anglo-American intelligence chiefs shared the confident opinion of the fighting commanders that it could be a matter of only weeks, perhaps even days, before the 1,000-year Reich collapsed. The bitter fighting of late autumn at Aachen, in Hürtgen Forest, and northern France disillusioned them a little, but the old optimism of September never finally vanished. Indeed, when the Allied armies began to attack again in late November and early December, the early optimism flared up again. 4 days before the U.S. 12th Army Group's front disintegrated, General Siebert, General Omar Bradley, commander of the Army Group, chief of intelligence, issued an intelligence summary, stating that it is now certain that attrition is steadily sapping the strength of German forces on the Western Front, and that the crust of defenses is thinner, more brittle, and more vulnerable than it appears in our G2 maps, or to the troops in the line. And it was an optimism that was shared by most of the Allied intelligence chiefs. Further to the rear, intelligence chiefs had virtually forgotten about the German army. To them it appeared that continued German resistance depended wholly upon Hitler. Eliminate the Führer, and what was left of the Reich would collapse like a house of cards. That winter, there were protracted discussions at the highest level in Washington to consider how to assassinate Hitler. When, for instance, General Donovan, the burly, tough ex-lawyer who was head of the OSS, learned that Hitler was to meet his fellow dictator Mussolini at the Brenner Pass, he asked for suggestions on what might be done. A representative of the organization's SO, Subversive Operations, snorted, "Let us parachute a cadre of our toughest men into the area and shoot up the bastards. Sure, it'll be a suicide operation, but that's what we're organized to carry out."